Hello, so I've been watching a lot of Terence McKenna today, and um, he's eye-opening, like in this mad way. Like the knowledge, like the knowledge he has of like society and the way we work, like even from like decades ago, it's like pretty amazing, like the way he works. But I guess anyone could achieve that if they really put the work in. Because I know like he's read a lot of books and a lot of books and stuff, and unfortunately he got taken. He got a brain tumor and died. I think that's what happened anyway. Um, yeah. So he talks a lot about the use of psychedelic drugs and the benefits they have on humanity. Um, a lot to do with like the spiritual side of things and the shamanistic side of things, like not just recreational use, but rather to use these substances to gain insight on the world and like interact with these higher dimensional entities, which he believes are true, and also I share that same belief. Like it says that he likes the natural psychedelics which grow on the earth, such as like cannabis and ayahuasca and magic mushrooms, psilocybin mushrooms, and did I say ayahuasca? I don't know, but yeah, and like it baffles my head that it's all illegal. Like it's all just this big control thing because these like drugs that open your mind. And the government don't want you to have an open mind because then you can see all the bullshit they're spouting all the time. And yeah, it's wrong. Like, how can we have a free country and and what whilst being under the influence of people telling us what we can and can't ingest into our bodies? Like, look at alcohol and tobacco. These tobacco says as she smokes. It's gone out. Leave it. But yeah, look at like alcohol and tobacco and things like these are legal, and more people die each year than from these substances than ever documented in the history of psychedelics. Like no one's ever died from taking LSD, no one's ever died from taking cannabis, no one's ever died from taking magic mushrooms, not directly anyway. I'm not saying that people won't go and commit suicide on these substances, because that's possible, but no one's ever physically died from the bodily functions, like from the toll that these substances have on your body, because to be honest, it's very little in comparison to some of the other things. Even most foods are more dangerous, like processed food, that's more likely to kill you than magic mushrooms, and that's not going to give you insight on the world. It's like they can't keep that hidden from us for much longer because like people are waking up, people are realizing these things. There's so much evidence out there to support the fact that these substances are really beneficial. And yeah, they've just got shot in the wrong category with all these other drugs which are quite dangerous. Like heroin. Like how can you compare magic mushrooms to heroin? How can they even be in the same category? Like it's got so many medicinal and spiritual benefits, and you're putting it in the same category as a drug which has ruined people's lives. I don't quite see. I can't quite comprehend that. It doesn't make sense. Like I think psychedelics are absolutely magic. Like the things they can do for you if you take them for the right reasons and ask them the right questions and use them to help you grow as an individual and a person, then I feel like they can take you very far. And it's nothing you can't do by yourself, but why shouldn't like these substances, do they grow for no reason? Like out of the earth, they must have been brought to us for a reason, so we could ingest them and like find the messages that they have to tell us, right? Hmm. And they do have a lot of messages. You've just got to, but the only problem is to pretty much risk your freedom to be able to ingest them and have these experiences, because if you get caught with them, you're going to go to jail. And how is that right at all? Like, it's not. Full stop, it's not right. Not right at all. Like, I feel like all substances should be legal. Even like things like heroin and cocaine. Because people have a right to ingest things into their body that they want to ingest. It's like part of our human nature to be able to be curious about things and trust our own abilities to make the right choices in life. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like how long are they gonna ignore the signs for? They can't just keep putting it aside. Because we've got the evidence out there that these substances, psychedelics, are more beneficial than not. And you can't ignore the science. The science behind it is there, so it's just a waiting game, isn't it? It's like, I wonder how long they're going to keep putting it off for until it actually comes around into their field of awareness. It's all just a focal point. It's like we've got all these problems in the world that we're trying to fix, but we're always like focusing on the problem and not the solution. Like, in my mind, the solution is psychedelics. I'm not saying everyone should take them, because some people might not be ready for them, but that should be a decision we make for ourselves and not be made by someone else. Like, we should be able to do things because we want to do it, not because it's illegal and we don't have a choice. Yeah. Mad. Keep having things pop up on my laptop. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say about this, so I'm going to end it there, and I'll catch up with you in another video. See you there.